Y'all remember how in my previous GameStop video I said that the final straw, the cherry on top of everything else that set me off to make the video was a lot of missing points from my Powerup Rewards account? Remember how I said I might call corporate and try to fix things, and if I did, I'd make a Twitter post about it? Well, I finally called. So why are we here and not on Twitter? Well, I have enough to say about it that it'd just be easier to tell y'all the story in video form rather than try to summarize how it went down in a tweet or two. So I'll just get right into it and quickly explain the circumstances that made me visit GameStop in the first place. So about a week ago, I had my grandparents, well, my other grandpa and my great-grandma as well as my uncle from out of town visit. Hadn't seen them since I was 8, so it'd been kind of a long time. I know that's not what this video is about, so I'll wrap that up by just saying that the 3 days they were here were some of the best, and it made me appreciate family more. Now for the relevant part of my story, my grandpa is a generous guy. First day we went to dinner, my fiance was even welcome to join as she was currently over. The next day he bought my mother new tires as he didn't want his daughter having to use bald tires. Afterwards he saw me carrying around a large bag of change, as money's been tight lately, and he slipped me 100 in it, which I was very appreciative of. So later in the day, they went back to their motel to get ready to see my cousin for the very first time at his graduation party. Me having a little time beforehand decided to treat myself to something as I haven't in a long time. With GameStop being nearby, I figured I'd kill two birds with one stone and get myself a game I wanted as well as try to sort things out with my missing Powerup Rewards points. So I went in and first looked for the game that I was looking for, Red Faction Guerrilla on Switch if you were wondering. Didn't see any copies, so I grabbed Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, since I've been addicted to the series lately and wanted to beat the third game on Switch. So I went up to the counter and first I just asked to confirm they had no copies of Red Faction. Turns out they did have one behind the counter and figured since I hadn't gotten any physical Switch games in over a year since Xenoblade Chronicles 2, that long ago, I'd treat myself a little extra with both. So at checkout, I talked to the cashier. They said there was no reason that points should be missing because my account had been active and hadn't been unused for a year. So, unable to help me in store, they wrote a number down on my receipt to call. So I finally called up earlier today and was placed on a wait list with an estimated 20-minute wait time. They gave me the option to add my phone number to be called back when it's my turn. It was 1:16 when I first called. Yes, I wrote timestamps down for the storytelling's sake. Anyway, I got called back at 1:33 only to be put back in waiting with advertisements blasting in my ears. So I had to listen to people talk about Borderlands 3 for a while. The whole time I was thinking, okay, I gave you my number so I wouldn't have to sit here. What gives? So at 1:39 p.m., they call back for real. Indian girl that's kinda hard to understand answers. The reason I mention this is because I get a little anxious talking to people on the phone when I can't understand them, as I don't like asking people to repeat themselves multiple times, especially if it's just their accent being at fault. Thankfully, I could make out most of what she said and I didn't have any communication issues. Also, I could hear a lot of foreign people in the background, like different language speaking, which was a little weird. I don't exactly know where the customer support thing was taking place, but anyways, so finally I'm asked for the phone number for my account, full name and email address, then asked what my problem is. A minute later, I get placed back on hold. So 3 minutes later after that, I'm taken off hold again. At that point, she said it was a system error and that she was adding my points back to my account. It was about 2 minutes later, 1:45, when she said they were added, so we concluded the call, and I checked my points. 3,000 points. I had 600 before that because of the 2 Switch games I just bought. So, yeah, this story has a somewhat happy ending. Only negative was that all the prices of rewards went up since my last time checking, so the cheapest thing that's there is $3 PSN or Xbox credit codes, and they're 900 points more than what I've got. Translated, next time I spend $90, I can make 3 frickin' bucks. Besides that, there's not much else. Though I guess GameStop is hurting enough that they make the people that call up after having been screwed over wait through advertisements in hopes of subtly squeezing pre-orders out of them. Yeah, not very subtle when the people talking about it are like, oh my gosh, generic game features, me likey, me likey. Also, some chick saying how she likes that you can play as a male or female. You know, something you've always been able to do. But it is 2019, so if someone isn't screaming women about a video game, well, They're always doing that somewhere, unfortunately. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Summarized, I sat through advertisements to get my points back, but still can't afford anything. Oh well. This is War Sarcy on the Game Clips channel, and I'm out.